Hi friends, and welcome to my channel. If you click this video today, I'm guessing you are wondering something about Christian purity. You might be wondering how far is too far. You might be wondering, is it okay to kiss before marriage? And I really hope to give you some solid answers today about all of those questions and more. And it's actually way more simple than you would ever imagine. I literally have found 3 Bible verses that I believe kind of serve as a litmus test for you to filter all your questions through. And if they pass all 3 of these tests, then you can do it and not even feel bad about it. If it doesn't pass one of these tests, then I would really encourage you to seek God about it in prayer, talk to a trusted pastor, parent, somebody that is a wise mentor in your life. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and get into the Bible verses today. So we have 1 Timothy 5:1-2, and to summarize it, it basically says to treat younger men as brothers and to treat younger women as sisters with absolute purity. So how does this have anything to do with dating, you might be asking? Well, this might creep you out a little bit, but I want you to ask yourself, think of your significant other, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and ask yourself, is the thing that I want to do with my significant other something that I would do with a brother or a sister? Or if you're an only child like me, think of any family member, uncle, cousin, father, whatever. And if it is something that is not pure to do outside of marriage, then you should have an automatic gross out factor. Okay, so I will let you use your imagination on that one. But again, ask yourself, if you're saying, can I French kiss my boyfriend? Or is it okay for me to, spend the night over his house and, stay in his bed? I mean, let your imagination come up with the question. Now go ahead and ask yourself, okay, if I'm supposed to be treating my significant other as a brother or a sister, would I feel comfortable doing that with my real life brother or sister? And again, if it's something that is a no, there should be an automatic ick factor, okay? So that's the first test. Would I do this with a family member? If the answer is no, then you need to ask yourself why. And the answer is probably that it's something that's sensual, that's stirring up feelings, that's overly familiar and romantic. And those are the kind of things that you're wanting to save for your actual marriage, okay? So the second one is 1 Thessalonians 5:22. Now let's say it passes the brother, sister, or family member test. Whew, it passed the test. Now ask yourself, does it pass the 1 Thessalonians 5:22 test? And that is abstain from all appearances of evil. Now this one's kind of a fun one. I want you to think about your significant other. I want you to think about their parents, your parents, if you have a church, your pastor, somebody that you really respect and admire in your life. And I want you to ask yourself, if they saw me doing this, would they be comfortable? Okay, so again, just for fun, we'll use the last 2 examples, French kissing and spending the night at your boyfriend or girlfriend's house and sleeping in bed with them, even if you never touch each other or anything. Those are 2 things that you could say, you know what, would I be wanting to like French kiss my significant other in front of their father, their mother, our pastor? The answer is probably no. And then same with the bed example. Would I feel comfortable, if everybody in my whole church knew that I spent the night over my significant other's house and we were in bed together? Ask yourself, is that abstaining from all appearances of evil? If people saw you doing this, would they think that something impure was going on? Would they think like, oh, that looks a little weird. That's a little bit much. Okay, so that is the abstain from all appearances of evil test. Finally, let's say whatever you're thinking of doing passes the first test and the second test. So let me pick kind of a light-hearted example. You might be wondering, is it okay for me to hold hands with my significant other for a really long time? Well, it passes the 1 Timothy 5:1-2 test because, you could hold hands with a family member. Nobody would be horrified by that. You know what? Maybe even if somebody saw you in church or, you're significant other's parent was standing there, they probably wouldn't be horrified that you were holding hands according to 1 Thessalonians 5:22. It could pass that test. But now you've got to take it through the Song of Solomon 8:4 test, which says, do not arouse or awaken love until the time is right. So this one is going to be a personal question that is really going to be dependent on each and every couple. It's going to be a little different. You have to ask yourself, is what I'm trying to do with my significant other stirring up desires that cannot be fulfilled until marriage? Is it stirring up lust? Is it stirring up passions that, again, are not rightfully fulfilled until after marriage? And that is going to depend so much on different people. For some people, like a lot of snuggling and close hugging and hand holding, even if it can kind of pass the other two tests, they know in their heart if that is stirring up some kind of desire for them, that's going to lead them down a path of lust, and that's going to lead them ultimately down a path of sin. And so I purposely want to keep this video short because if you guys are interested, I would love to make 100 billion more videos about this topic because it is something that I am very passionate about. And I think it's something that there's just a lot of confusion around this topic in the world today, in our culture today, in 2020 today. So if you like this video, I would love it if you would subscribe. That'll help me know that I should make more videos like this. I would also love it if you would share it on social media with your friends, anybody that is having these kind of questions. And if you have more questions or there's more things you want me to make videos about, I would love for you to comment below. And if you disagree, I'm perfectly fine with that. You can type that in the comments. Of course, I just ask that you be respectful and kind. So thank you so much for visiting me. I hope to make lots more videos like this in the future, and I want you guys to have a great day. God bless.